Good day everyone, my name is Travis and today I'm going to take you through an abdominal exercise. First thing I just want to quickly address before we get into it is that with the abdominals, from what I've seen around just through the world, is that some people take abdominal exercise a little bit too far and will do ridiculous stuff. You might have heard it or seen it, which is like 4 sets of 25 or stuff like that, and like do that repeatedly. With this video, what I'm going to be taking you through is nothing like that. Usually with the exercises I'm going to show you, it'd be somewhere about 3 sets of 10, maybe 4 sets of 12. But of course, if you want to increase the intensity or find it too hard, by all means change the numbers around. The only reason why I'm doing this is because your abdominals are just like any other muscle group, such as your arms, legs, or chest, etc. And with that, they should still be trained the same. They shouldn't need to have a ridiculous amount more volume in it, or more reps or more sets. It's just another muscle group like many others. Right, let's get on with it.
Okay, so for the first exercise, what we're going to use is either a bed or a sofa. What I want you to do is put your legs up on the sofa or bed, so now you're almost in like a seated position to the ceiling. Basically, you want to go down onto the floor, and what we're going to do is an abdominal crunch in this position. What this does is makes sure that you squeeze into your abs a lot more, and making sure to do the breathing pattern. So making sure to breathe out as you get to the top and breathe back in when you get back at the bottom, and making sure to keep your core tight the whole time. So from the bottom and then back down. Again, for that, what I'm going to do is just 10 reps. If you feel like you can do 12, go for 12. And again, somewhere around 3 to 4 sets.
Okay, so for the next exercise, what we're going to have is we're going to have a lying leg raise. So for this one, what we're going to do is make sure you have enough space to lie flat on the floor. And with this exercise, what we're going to have is we're going to have it so that our legs are nice and straight. Core is tight the whole way, and basically we're going to bring the legs up on the body, and then we're going to breathe out when your legs are coming up, breathe back in when your legs are going back down. When your legs are coming down, try and control the drop. If you just fastly drop it, you won't get much core activation. The whole point of this exercise is to control the drop, which will use your abdominals. With this, in terms of positioning and with your back, for the easiest method, you want to keep your bum and your upper back off the floor. You will, as you raise up, notice that your bum comes off the floor as well as your lower back. That is fine so long as it remains straight. However, for added intensity, when you come up, if you thrust up a little bit and then come back down, it makes the exercise a little bit more difficult as you're having to extend the abs out. I will demonstrate it after 5 reps, but again, for this one, it is one of the most intense body exercises in terms of abdominal work. So I'll do 5 reps of the normal one, then 5 reps of the intense one. As for a rep range and set range, I'd recommend doing 10 to 12 again for 3 to 4. But honestly, this is a really hard exercise. So if you can only do 6 to 8, again, that is perfectly fine. It's always good to just try and then the next day or whenever you do abs again to try and improve by progressive overload, doing extra reps, so on. Right, so for the first 5, I'll do easy, and then for the next 5, it's the more intense one.
So I'm remaining straight, and what you're going to do is you're going to bring up and breathe out. So, and that's your standard one. So that's 5 normal, and now for the 5 intense ones. You'll notice how I push up with my legs.
and that's leg raises. In terms of hand positioning as well, there's multiple ways you can put your hands. You can put them down to your side, behind yourself, by your bum, or if you want, sometimes I use my drawer and just hold it underneath. It's whatever's really comfortable for you, and make sure that you keep your body composition and structure fine. Okay, for the next exercise, what we're going to have is more of the abdominal sides of the exercise. Basically for this one, what we're going to have is toe taps or feet taps. Basically what we're trying to do is we're going to have a little triangular position with our legs, and basically keeping the core tight throughout the whole of the exercise. We're going to breathe out as we extend, and then breathe back in as we come back out. For this exercise, it's quite fairly easy and quite simple. The most important part is to squeeze at the bottom, where you'll feel your obliques contracting. Basically what we're going to do here is we're going to do 10 reps on each side, so it will be a 20 in total, but it is 10 reps on each side. Again, I would personally actually do 3 sets of this because it's quite a lengthy exercise. Because the reason is because the time on the set is going to be a lot, because you're really making sure you're getting the squeeze in there and activating the obliques. Okay, so for the exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to be down on the floor, and you're going to be head on the floor as well. And basically what you're going to do is breathe out and touch the side. And then again, just 10 reps, hold the touch on each side. You could technically just do 10 in total and just count the 10 from your right. And that's just a contraction. Make sure to bring it nice and tight. Obviously I've got a little bit of limited space, so I can't keep my head fully on the floor. Obviously if I did have enough space I would, but again, you can lift the head a little bit. It's not too much of an easy way then, but if you want to make it extra tight, you just want to make sure that your head is on the floor. Okay, so for the next exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to have a side plank, which is a little bit more of a difficult variant of the normal plank. What we're going to do with this is we're going to have it so that we're going to be in a dipping formation the whole time. And with this, you want to make sure that you're on your side, and you're going to have it so that your feet will be on the floor, and then you're going to have one arm on the side and one arm wherever. It can be up, it can be to your side. Basically you're going to lift up, and then through lifting up you're going to dip up and then back down, making sure that when you dip up you're going to get a contraction in your lower abdominal. And basically with that, just try and hold the contraction for again about 2 seconds. I'd recommend again doing about 10 reps each side, 3 sets. Is a bit again of a difficult one, more on the balancing issue. Try not to wobble, you want to try and stay nice and straight the whole time. And that finalises our ab exercise. Obviously, like I said, it's nice and simple and easy. That's how it should really be, just like any other muscle group. Again, like I said, 4 to 3 sets and 10 to 12 rep range, even 15 maybe, is perfectly fine. Doesn't need to go any more above. If it is basically you are doing 25 reps, in my opinion, you need to up the intensity, because it shouldn't feel like that for a muscle group. But whatever obviously suits best to people as well. If you find that that is the most comfortable and you feel it working, then again, go by that standard. But that finalises my ab workout. Make sure to give it a try and have fun.